What's up, guys? Just over a year ago, we released the all-new PSA. That's the Premium Single Axle Utility Trailer. And now, again, almost a year later, backed by popular demand, the GTU, that's a 7K tandem axle, and the TUT, which is a 10K tandem axle, are now live on the website. You can go on, they've got tons of options and features to choose from, anywhere from 14 feet up to 22 feet. You can build one to fit the lifestyle you live and the fun you want to have. We're going to start with the GTU. It is, again, the 7K Tandem Axle Utility. We brought over some of the same great features on the redesigned PSA to the GTU. You'll notice up front the Demco adjustable coupler, then it's going to have the sealed wiring harness, the new safety cables, which were really cool, but it's going to also have the storage box up front as standard, so you've got plenty of storage in there for your straps, a block of wood, quarter oil, things you may take either on the farm, to the trails, wherever you're going. And it also has the really cool stored spare mount under the toolbox, kind of like your pickup truck has. You just, if in case you need it, you lower it down, drag it out, put it on. But the cool thing is it doesn't obstruct the outside of your trailer like a standard or any of our competitors would have your spare mounted on the outside. Moving on, this one it does have the optional expanded metal sides, which has been very popular on the PSA. You can tell this with this mule on here. If you're going to go ride or you're going, say, to the ranch or wherever, you can actually put stuff down inside around it, or you're moving your wife's Christmas decorations, don't ask me how, but you're moving that kind of stuff. It doesn't have to be so secure. It just, you slide it down in there. I wouldn't have one of these without it, but there's a lot that do prefer not to have it. We did incorporate tie downs into the uprights like the PSA as well. So you've got tie downs on the outside. If you need to come over the rail, you can access it. Also, without the expanded metal, you've got the tie down on both flanges. So lots of tie down accessibility or options there. Moving back, we brought over the fender that we just released not too long ago on our equipment trailer series. So it is a smooth 12 gauge fender, very strong, durable, not your typical diamond plate or the cheap kind of rolled stamped fender. It's again, very durable, has a really cool look to it, matches the Jeep style fender over on the PSA. We get back to the back of the trailer here. All of the GTUs, and we get to the TUT, are going to be standard with a 2-foot dovetail. What this helps with is your load angle when it comes to loading, say a zero-turn mower, something with a little lower ground clearance. You need the deck to clear over that breakover. That dovetail is really going to help. It has the same bifold gate as the PSA, which is really cool. This one being a heavier duty version than the PSA. It's got the 2-inch square tube gate on it, so it's nice and heavy duty. You know, it is rated for what the trailer can handle. So say this is a 7,000 pound GVWR trailer, it's going to have about a 4,500 to 5,000 pound payload capacity depending on the length. Again, the GTU is available from 14 feet all the way up to 20 feet. A new update on the GTU and the TUT. This is just a really cool taillight housing. These are the little things that make a difference. The reverse lights being standard, but this taillight housing is actually built into this upright. Really nice and seamless, very visible when you're behind it versus a lot of others. The taillight is mounted under the gate, so it's hard to see. It's going to be nice and visible, so going down the road, you know, you can be seen when you're getting on the brakes. So moving to the TUT, what that stands for is Texas Utility Trailer. This is a icon in the Diamond C naming convention. TUT's been around for many, many years. That's why we felt it only appropriate to bring it back. On the TUT, very similar to what we just looked at on the GTU, with the exception that the tongue is actually a little heavier duty. It's thicker material. The tongue is, the frame is the same 4-inch channel as the GTU. We didn't talk about it on GTU, but 2 3/8 round pipe top. On this one, you can see those cutouts that I spoke about being the tie downs here on the uprights built into all of the uprights. You got tons of tie down capability on this one. The TUT typically is going to be for like you see here, it's loaded with hay. This one has a tractor gate on it, which we'll look at, meaning that the TUT is commonly optioned more so for hauling maybe a hobby tractor or side-by-sides, things like that on the ranch. Just a little more kind of farmer ag oriented, where a GTU is much more when it comes to like play or general utility, hauling mowers, things like that. They can go either way. So the gates can be swapped. They have options for both on both trailers. So on the TUT, it comes with two 6,000-pound Lippert axles, whereas the GTU has two 3,500-pound axles. That is a big distinguishing difference between the two. The TUT has a 225 10-ply tire on it, whereas the GTU has a 205 8-ply as standard. So you've got a little heavier running gear under the TUT, thus the 9890 GVWR rating versus the 7,000 on the GTU. So the last thing that we'll look at on the TUT is this 48-inch tractor gate. Again, you can get this gate on the GTU as well. This one is optioned with the support knee. So if you've got a fairly heavy piece of equipment or tractor that you want to load, when the gate is in the down position, the knee will actually contact the ground, taking stress off the rear of the trailer. You can actually get this without the knee if you just wanted a straight gate. The cool thing about this gate is it's actually built with 3-inch I-beam for the uprights. This is a really cool, lightweight but very strong material, and it's also got the expanded metal in the middle with these self-cleaning cleats on the outside for whenever you're loading your either, again, side-by-sides, tractors, things like that. You can get the TUT with the bifold gate that we saw on the GTU as well. So both of these models are actually available with the Venture Edition package as well. If you followed the PSA, it is a really cool package. It comes with all-terrain tires, black aluminum wheels, LED work light, Rhino retractable straps, and a mud shield. So you can get that same package on the GTU or the TUT. Both of these models also are backed by Diamond C's industry-leading 6-year structural warranty and 2-year comprehensive warranty on your components, and the same great DM coding system that is on all Diamond C products. Jump on DiamondC.com. Just like I said in the intro, you can build one of these out to fit the lifestyle you want to live and the fun you want to have.